Greetings and salutations, Dope Boy Nation. Johnny on Supercharger here, back again with another video. It's been a little while, and I will explain why. So I had a whole video series planned of me making these custom headlights right here that are now on the car, and basically all my footage is fucked. All the footage is fucked. I don't know if it's my computer, if it was my camera, I don't know. My software, I use CyberLink Power Director, honestly, it kind of fucking sucks. I don't like it at all. I kind of want to go back to Final Cut Pro really badly, but I can't afford a Mac, haha. So, let me just give some updates on the car, and then I'm also but first I'm gonna explain what this headlight build was. From doing this, I've learned a lot about customizing headlights, and there's a lot of things I've learned. So let's get into that. So, what I did was LED halo ring with an LED strip going this way. Let me turn them on actually so you guys can see. Okay. Not gonna leave them on for forever, but yeah. LED halo. That's an RGB halo, so it goes every color. With an LED DRL. I also added a little Nissan badge that lights up in the middle, and when I put on the four ways, you'll see that they also have sequential lighting, which is pretty sick. But there is also still a bulb in there, and I'll explain why there's still a bulb in there. Alright, so a quick breakdown of the headlights. So these lenses I actually got off of another set of eBay headlights. I'm gonna try to put a clip or a picture of what these headlights looked like before. But yeah. So let me explain why there's still a bulb in there. There's actually still a bulb in here and a bulb up here. Basically, well, with these LED bulbs, if you want them to be there, well, you actually need them there because they complete the whole circuit of the whole headlight. If you don't have that there, then some of your stuff isn't going to work. So what I did was just flip those around to where it's negative on negative and positive on positive. So just wait, what? No, negative on positive, positive on negative. So they just don't work. So they just don't light up here and there. This one, you need to complete the circuit. And the reason why I put the bulb still in there is because actually when it's bright daytime outside, kind of like it is right now, it actually drowns out the LED when it goes into the turn signal. I guess because these are pretty cheap, so it just didn't work that well in that part of its job. So yeah, so I needed to have a bulb there so that I can make sure I don't get bowled over. Also, the green LED, I've looked it up everywhere. It is not illegal. If it's accessory lighting or something like that under the laws of the state. But it can't be flashing or fading, and it can't be green. I mean, it can't be green. It can't be blue or red because those are cop colors. So any color but blue or red. And as long as it's not flashing and stuff, it's good. So yeah, so that's how that worked. As for where I wired things, I wired this into the positive wire for the turn signal, and I wired this into the positive wire for the daytime running light down there. As for the negatives, because mine is a 6 to 8 pin conversion, I had to actually splice into the negative for the HID ballast. Because the negative that's on the wiring harness doesn't work. It still grounds to the car by itself, but so that the headlight works, but it doesn't work. That wire is connected to literally nothing. So that's how I grounded these. If you have a 6 to 8 pin conversion, you have to ground it that way. You don't really have a choice. Otherwise, you can ground it to the regular ground that's there. But yeah, a lot has changed on the car. That's basically the whole breakdown of these headlights. I'm sorry, I was going to do a more instructional video showing the whole process, but it just didn't work. Oh, as for what I used to seal them up, let me open up the hood so you guys can see it. sealing up these headlights is actually a task I still haven't really finished. They do still leak when it rains. They do still get condensated. But what I used was butyl rubber tape. And it's actually, it is really solid in there. But because these housings are so fucked up from the last guy who didn't know how to take out a lens the proper way, which doesn't need all this prying with tools and stuff. Like, you don't need to do any of that. And I'm gonna make a video on how to properly take the lens off a 350Z headlight very soon. But yeah, so I'm probably just gonna add some more of this stuff. Well, it's not really tape. It comes in a roll, but it's really just this gooey gray stuff. The black stuff, if you can get the black stuff, it's actually stronger. So I suggest the black stuff. But yeah. So that's how I sealed it up. I bought that on eBay. Butyl, B-U-T-Y-L, rubber tape. And yeah, that's pretty much how that worked. Actually, and here's actually some damage, if you guys can see from the oven, where it actually burned it a little bit. So you gotta watch out for that. But I'll talk about all that stuff when I get to that headlight video. So what else is fixed? I did fix, in fact, you can actually see it from right here. I did fix the ball joint down there that was busted. There is actually something that's like rattling around down there, and I hear it when I'm driving, and I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna do some investigating and figure out what that is. I feel like it's probably just one of the joints is just loose, and so it just needs to be tightened up again, because they will like pop out, like pop in and out like that. And then yeah, that headlight's, same deal. But what is different? What's changed? Well, for one thing, there's no more front lip. The front lip is gone. I traded that for something. And I mean, it wasn't really car related, so I'm not really going to mention what it was. But yep, I traded out the front lip. It's really dirty. The whole car is so dirty. But yeah, the roof wrap is still gone, and yes, the wing is gone. The fenders are still not here yet, but the wing is gone because I'm putting on a new wing. Yes, there are dots from the holes from my trunk, but hear me out. What I'm planning to do with this is I have gloss black wrap, and me and Corey, we're just gonna wrap all of this part black, and it'll probably just look fine. If I'm being honest, it'll probably look perfectly fine. It's not gonna look as bad as these holes being there, pretty much. And then yeah, those things are still there. There's still no exhaust. Most of the things I planned to do with this car over the summer, I ended up not even doing for several reasons. One, I got hurt skateboarding really badly. My right ankle, it got messed up to the point where I couldn't really even walk. I actually kind of broke something. So then I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything. I was sitting around all day long. So that wasn't good. Then, just setbacks with other things, and everything just wanted to set me back this summer. So some things just didn't work out, but I just got to charge through that and just keep my head up, keep on going. So the car, it does run fine, so that's a good thing. The whole car runs perfectly fine. The engine's perfectly fine. That windshield's still cracked. And yeah, it's fine. But the car will be going through a transformation. It is August. I will be going back to school very soon. Stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. But there's a plan for the car. I know a lot of people are probably saying, "Wow, that car's ruined." Blah blah blah. Everything. See, what it's really going through right now is a transitional period. You guys saw it for the first 2 years of me having it and what it looked like then, and now I'm really going to be changing things up. New wing, new front bumper, new exhaust, the fender flares, all this stuff, and it's really going to be changing a lot. So it's really just a transitional period, and everything, everything's ugly before it's beautiful. This car, it's ugly. It's in its ugly state, and one day it will be beautiful. I'm patient. I'm asking you guys to also be patient, and anybody else who gives a shit, also be patient. And this car will be absolutely gorgeous one day. That day is not going to be today or tomorrow or next week or next month. It's going to take time. These things take time. I'm okay with that. I'm just asking you guys to also be okay with that. It's a journey making your dream car how you want it. It's a journey, and that's what this whole channel is really all about, is my journey to making this car how I want it to be my own supercar. To me, it's a supercar. Like that feeling that you get from seeing a supercar, I get that every day when I look at this car. It's not a supercar. It's has 287 brake horsepower or net horsepower or whatever. It has the semblance of being fast. It has torque. Doesn't have a lot of power. The handling is actually really good because of what I've done in the back. But yeah, I got my alignment, by the way. So the rear is all aligned right. So bear with me, guys. This car is a project. Projects take time. That's all I really gotta say. Also, these headlights will be for sale soon. Soon-ish. Alright. On that note, until the next stream.